Nate, how you doing? Graham, buddy, I got myself the new Monster Hunter. I want to talk about that today, so if you're going to stick around for a little bit, I'm having a good time with it, man. So, yeah, I'm just getting things set up. Actually, I'll just turn on the camera. We're here. Why not? Let's just do it. Oh, I'm here. I'm alive. How you all doing? Feeling good? Christopher, what's up, buddy? How you feeling? Spencer, disembodied voice, 100%. Oh, you mean I'm actually ahead of you in Monster Hunter? Quick fun story. Graham, his partner, used to come to all of the like cool DIY indie music things in town here in St. Louis, and we would all, after like performing or before performing, bring our 3DSs and play Monster Hunter 4, and it was there was something so perfectly nerdy about playing Monster Hunter and then doing a chiptune show. It was some of the best memories. Like, I don't remember playing the shows half the time, but I remember that, and I remember like Andy hanging out and Kyle. Oh, cool! Hypnogram's doing some crazy stuff, playing Metroid with his guitar. There's a chiptune buddy of ours. He goes by Hypnogram. He's on Twitch, so actually, let me see if I can give him a little shout out. Oh my God, I don't have any of my windows open. I'm not at that point yet. So, as I said in the title, I got myself my vaccine, and I've had an interesting 48 hours. So that's awesome. Painting 20 storm vermin. Ooh, Top Hat, what's going on, man? How you been? Oh, look at everybody. I just love seeing y'all. Highlight of my day so far. I love it. I love it. Well, I should actually say full on highlight of my day is not feeling like I had walking rigor mortis. So did they inject you with baby shampoo? Min Max, what's up, friend? Stegodon. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Orthober, it was good seeing you this morning. Is my 5G reception better? No, but like, I don't know why, but I can just smell Microsoft now. It's very weird. It's very weird. Second dose of Pfizer tomorrow. That's fucking fantastic. Congratulations. Thank you so much for doing your part in getting vaccinated. So I got the Johnson & Johnson, which is a single dose. Like, that's that first and foremost, single dose, which is I hear a little bit more rough, but honestly, what I hear is the worst. If you already had COVID and you get the Johnson & Johnson, while it super protects you, you are like wrecked. And all my friends I know that had COVID, like walking rigor mortis is how I would explain my feeling for about 4 hours. They were like full on death rolled over. They were messed up for like a full 48 hours. I am just sore because I hurt so bad yesterday. But mentally I'm very clear. Had a great time to like I had a really good day yesterday, which was awesome. And the story of getting the vaccine is something that I will be telling people for many years because it was insane. Let's see here. Oh, let us know where the microchip settles, or does it stay moving? As far as I know, it's alive. It's straight up alive. Mini Gamer J, how you doing, buddy? Salt and Sassy, it's great seeing you. Yeah, I'm actually, so that actually was going to be my biggest takeaway from this. If you were getting the vaccine, just take the next day off. Like seriously, every employer will understand, because like, and if they don't, just tell them that you're sick, because straight up you'll feel sick. Even the people who like, my mom was a little tired, didn't really affect her much. She was crazy and like got her second dose of vaccine and then hopped on a plane and fucking went to the Bermudas to go scuba diving. I'm just like, that's insane. I like, what if it did mess you up? And she just got kind of lucky. It didn't mess her up at all. It made my grandma a little sleepy. I talked with I have a client who just turned 99 this year, and I went to his centennial art show because, like, who knows if he's going to make it to 100. This has been a hard year, so they did his celebration last night, and I was like, I almost didn't come. I was pretty wore out from the vaccine, and he's like, oh, yeah? What did it do to you? I was like, well, the best I could call it was walking rigor mortis. And, you know, when you're 99 years old and you laugh, dude, Jasper, what's up, dude? Like when you laugh, you know that like they don't have a real laugh. They're like, that was the sound he made. He's just like, hooty hoot, what's up, buddy? How you been? And he was like, I felt the same way. I really hurt quite a bit. So and he had the Pfizer. So and I've heard that people say that if you are, you know, older, your immune system reacts actually better to it than if you're younger. So if it hit him that hard, just take the day off. Out of all the things that I can say, just take the next day off. Don't, if you were going to stream, don't. If you like literally any obligations besides getting up and like taking a shower, just don't do it. Like a breathless cough. Yes, exactly. The breathless cough. What if it was an actual rigor mortis and you're undead? Well, I mean, like, that's one of my favorite scenes in Return of the Living Dead, when they realize that, oh god, now I can't remember the guy's name. I want to say Jesse, but that's not it. Hooty hoot. I had rigor mortis. I had walking rigor mortis from the from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. It took about 4 hours to get over it. It like everything hurt. Like my eyebrows hurt. Obnoxiously, like my right pinky felt like it was gonna fall off. My right pinky toe felt like it was gonna fall off. Yes, I'm dead now. Just like in Return of the Living Dead, when like the paramedics were checking out the people, and they're like, he has bruises. Thalassophobia? I am not familiar with that name. I will have to check that out. Are they on YouTube or Instagram? So you rigor mortis in your pants. That's not rigor mortis. It was wild. I don't really know how to explain how upsetting it was. Like when I woke up to give Drexel his favorite videos on YouTube. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. When I gave Drexel his insulin shot in the morning, it was like bending over to get him, like, so Giggling Geekette said that her first one, she was so sore that she couldn't bend down to touch her toes, and I was like, not rolling my eyes like, oh geez, like I was just like, whoa, like that's something, but like I'm pretty healthy. You know, she has underlying health issues that we all know about, that I was like, that could have been it. I was like, I'm pretty healthy. I was feeling pretty good, except for like this stupid pulled muscle in my shoulder. And I like had troubles bending over. I was like, oh, like it felt like everything wasn't connected to itself. So they're just kind of like floating. Castle of Silence and Guardian. Okay, definitely. Yeah, and that's only the Pfizer vaccine. So the Johnson & Johnson one, the benefit of that is it's a one and done. Get it. Don't get COVID for the next 28 days. Like, do yourself a favor. Continue protecting yourself. And you know what? Like, let's all admit now as it is that we need to continue wearing masks when we're around strangers or large gatherings of people. We need to be very careful with our health, because going forward, anything can have another wave. So we still need to be vigilant. But at least if I do get it, my risk of getting the like super lethal kind is very low, and that is really exciting to me, especially working with the public. So like let's all make an agreement to like do the right thing and not be stupid, not instantly run out and get Gen Con in full swing, or play Ookie Mouth with your best friends. We're just spitting in each other's mouths for no reason. And we'll all make it through this. But like the Johnson and Johnson one is the least effective for just like but it's more effective than like a regular flu shot, and it is really effective to keep you away from getting super sick. So that's been pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. You're gonna have to wait till June. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Gen Con 21. Let's swap body fluids. It's just everybody's doing spit shakes. It's like nothing. You can't stop me from making my friends spit in my mouth. There are people who pay good money for that. Yeah, the numbers are not 1-to-1. Absolutely. Ookie Mouth. I can't remember the episode of. It's the chickenpox episode of South Park, where all the parents are trying to get the kids chickenpox, and so they come up with a game called Ookie Mouth, where you spit into your best friend's mouth. It's really gross. Yeah, the Johnson & Johnson tests were a different situation. But like the way that it came out is really positive, but I suspect because it isn't as effective as the other ones once you've had your second dose and given it like a month to like set in, I suspect that we will have a booster for it. They'll call everybody who had the Johnson & Johnson and get them a booster later on, especially since COVID is going to continue morphing. It's a thing. All right, Min-Max. So it's weird. It feels really it was a really emotional thing. I felt like as I was walking up to the line, I felt like I was getting ready to like go on a roller coaster. And actually here, we'll switch screens here, and I'll draw you. I've been cleaning up my studio, and as you can see, I cleaned up my studio, but not my desk. My desk is really messed up. Let me grab a piece of paper. Okay, so here we are. What's going on here? Okay. I got my paper. I'm gonna grab a pen. So here was a weird thing. Let's say this whole area is Forest Park Community College in St. Louis, and it's like a bunch of buildings. Let's call this end here. This is the gymnasium, and then it has like a bunch of buildings up here, and it's basically twice as long as this. But then there's this big public parking lot like way over here, and it stretches several city blocks as well. The vaccinations were here, and the parking lot is here, and so that wall is crooked. That seems like a really bad design, right? So this, they were trying to vaccinate, I think 3,000 people. It was a special 2-day event, and I didn't realize that. So I feel very lucky that I got in, and it's because I signed up for it a gajillion years ago. It feels like I signed up like a month ago, or no, like 2 months ago. As soon as they started, like the city's going to start rolling this stuff out, I signed up. So, I'm parking way over here. and then I have to walk to the vaccine. But the weird thing is, like, there's no signs showing where to go. You're just kind of like going where the people are, and like there's like 3 of us kind of walking in a group trying to like stay away from each other. And I just was like, hey, like, are do any of you guys like feel like that we're on the top of a roller coaster and it's like really exciting? And they're all like, yeah, kind of. And it's like, I woke up excited like a kid going to the first day of school. What's up, Trader Legions? How you doing today? So I get here. So this is where the National Guard, we'll put the NG is right here. This is where they are telling us, you know, whether or not we are actually in the running to get the vaccine. Like the hardest thing is they sent out these emails, and people who'd already got the vaccine we're doing a tactic stream. Yeah, this is the best way to get a vaccine right now. What's going on, Emeritus? How you been? So they check my phone and my emails to make sure that like I'm actually supposed to get the vaccine. That is my name on the list, because what was happening is people were sending their vaccines to like friends, and that's not how it worked. You know, they were trying to dude, congratulations, man. Which one? You're getting one of the double shots? One of them. You don't know what flavor it'll be. Well, I'm talking about the Johnson & Johnson one today. So we get here, and like it's already a line, and it has this big parking structure. Like this is like a 3-level parking structure here. 3-level parking. And I thought this is where they were going to have us park. Like, because of the way that they said, get there 15 minutes before your shot. And I was like, yeah, oh, I know where the auditorium is. This is the auditorium right here. And gymnasium/gymnasium. It's like a multi-use room. So I knew where this was. I was like, oh, they're going to have us park here, and that way we don't fuck up college for the rest of everybody else. I show up, and this is how long the line is. So I started right here. This is where I started. Like, so if we're going, like, you know how like a 3-level you know, parking structure goes like this. Like, I started right here, like on the parking structure. So I was up to level 2. So I was around the first curve. The line came down like this, and then it came down like this. And then it came over like this, and then it came up like this. You guys following me? And then it came up like this. It's like we're playing Tron here, guys. So then it came up like this. Came all the way around. Went up to the 3rd level. Didn't go all the way up. They wrapped it back around. Came back down. Came back around like this. So now you're sandwiched in between the edge of the wall. This is where it's real, like Tron. We're playing light bikes right now. Came all the way down here, and then back out here, and then that was where you go into your vaccine. And so like this was like probably close to a half a mile of people. There were probably 700 people in this building. And by the time like I was at this point, just kind of like looking at like the group of people, I was shocked because this up here was like way far up. So like they had too many people show up again. Yeah, you gotta ride the loopity-loop before you get jabbed. Exactly. And then when you get into here, they sign you in here. You go upstairs, and then there's a whole nother like run of people before you end up in your vaccination area, and then your this is where the vax was happening. God, this pen is shitty today. Normally these pens are so good. It's just dying. It's dying. Okay, I could just bust out my paint. So then, and then you went to your waiting area, and then you left from there. So this took about an hour to get in here. I got there for 15 minutes before, like they said, and they should have probably done it earlier. So that line was all in the parking garage. Exactly. That's the crazy thing. That all those people were in the parking garage. And then I get in here, and then there's a line of people in here. And that's where you're filling out your paperwork and everything. Get in, sit down to get the vaccination. They're all very sweet, incredibly sweet, and like didn't even tell me that they were going to give me the shot. I was just like, they're like, which arm do you want? It's like my left. You know, my right arm's been sore. I didn't want to double up on my messed up arm, and so they're like, okay, cool. You got any cool plans for the weekend? It's like, well, if this doesn't mess me up too much, and as I'm saying, like, as this doesn't mess me up, she's just straight up like, shots in there, and it's just going. We're just doing it. There's no more of this like, you know, maybe you get it, maybe you don't. Like, so I was glad that it was over as fast as it was, but it felt real. It just felt weird because it was like a really fast. And then that was it. You went and sat down, and you know, they gave you a bottle of water if you wanted it, and you left after 15 minutes. And so like really the whole time I was there took about 2 hours. I got to work right at about noon, and my shot was supposed to be at 10, which I didn't get until 11. And I made a joke, and I was like, so much for being here 15 minutes early, huh? And the lady at the front was like, you know, we're like a well-oiled machine here. Oh, interesting. I definitely would make sure that you're not like completely out of sorts, you know, before you get your boys cut. They do that to stretch you so you don't tense up and you get poked. I'm like one of the best shot givers ever. Like most of the time, like she didn't even tell me to relax. Like I like prop my arm up so it was like completely loose. I will say that the place where I got the shot, the location is a little sore today. There was like a nice little bump there, and that wasn't so bad. You know, I did kind of get a little nauseous afterwards. Like it just felt like there was a lot going on, and kind of messed me up a little bit. Yeah, I hope you don't either. I've known a couple of people that have had really rough recoveries, and it's not just for he's such a cupcake. They but their healing was because they got really high on pain pills and just started to play with themselves afterwards. You know, just like you're not supposed to do. Yeah, we should have a wake. Oh boy. So, you know, that day was all right. I did start having kind of feverish symptoms later on. I started feeling a little out of sorts. I was definitely feverish. You know, it affected me, but it wasn't like the end of the world. It's all positive, no sadness. That's right. And by the time I left work an hour early, I was the last person there. As soon as like my last client, who I knew was coming in, was done, I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going home. I am exhausted, and you know, and my body is doing some things." And so I got home and I turned on the new Monster Hunter game, and I about fell asleep watching the intro. Like I was like wore out. And so Mal gets home from work. Gets home from her. She got home from work and then went to a charity volunteer thing. And she was like, "What do you want for dinner?" I was like, to be honest, like I'm not super hungry, but I can't stop thinking about the Crow's Nest Burgers, which is like one of our favorite heavy metal bars here in town. And so we ordered Crow's Nest Burgers, and we didn't eat until like about 8:30. It was late, and by then I was feeling total shit. I was felt like ass. I ate that burger, and I felt like $1,000,000 afterwards. Like I felt so good. And so like there was this definite this whole feeling sick thing is not that bad. Like just just go at it. Treat yourself well. You'll be all right. And so I get to I fall asleep on the couch watching Arrested Development because Jessica Walters died this week, which was very sad. Rip Lucille one, and and so we're just watching it, and I fall asleep while watching it, and I'm like, wake up at like 1 o'clock, and I had like an anxiety attack sort of thing. Like I was kind of stressed out. I didn't hurt. I didn't feel. I just was like, my heart was kind of racing. I was like, oh, this is weird. So it took a little bit to get because burger is a superfood. Pocket painting, you are correct. I started feeling like I was like, okay, I'm calm, and so I went to bed about 1:45.